Okay, part 2. So we're still talking about side, side, side here. So remember when we're talking about side, side, side similarity, we're checking to make sure that the triangles are, checking to see if the sides are proportional. So we have triangle LCK, and remember I told y'all a hint that I like to do is I like to list my sides from small to large. All right, so if we're looking at this triangle here, from small to large, we have 8, 12, and 15. All right, and then this triangle here, EDC, we have, 14, 26, and 28. Okay, and we want to see if their fractions are equal, which means they would be proportional. So we wanted to know what's happening here. So we take, let me grab it. Handy dandy calculator. Okay, we're going to go 8 over 14. Okay, let's see, 12 over 26. Uh-oh. Nope. What about 15 over 28? Nope. All right, so this one would not be similar. If they were equal, then they would be similar by side, side, side. Okay. And the last one we're going to talk about is side, angle, side. So this is the one where we're going to have two sides to check to see if they're proportional and one set of congruent angles. So I always start with the angle because that's the easiest one to check. So when I look at our first example here, and remember you can pause the video if you need to draw these examples in your notes. All right, I notice right here we have a bow tie, which means they're vertical, which means they're equal. Okay, so next we're going to check our sides again. So for this triangle here, we've got 5 and 6. Again, went from small to large. For this triangle here, we have 10 and 12. Now we just want to see if these are equal. If they are, then we're similar by side, angle, side. All right, so let's see. 5 over 10, I don't need a calculator for that. 6 over 12. Yay! They are equal. So we can say similar by side, angle, side. Okay. Now this one here. This should look familiar. It's like the example we did in part 1 where I did the post-it with the two triangles. Same thing is happening here. So our congruent angle, of course, is going to be the angle that's shared by both triangles. And right here, that would be angle F because it's shared. Okay, if you can't see it, here's the small triangle. Get rid of that. There's the large triangle. And just like before, what always helps me is to be able to draw the two triangles. So we have triangle DFC. Let's see, we got a length of 10, 7. Okay, and to find this, we're going to do 24 minus 12, which is just 12. All right, and then we have triangle H, F, and G, which we have, 20, 14, and 24. And you're like, wait a minute. If we're doing side, angle, side, why do we know all three sides? Well, that's because some of these questions, you can prove that they're similar in more than one way. Pretty much anytime you see that it's a triangle on top of another triangle, you're going to have two ways to prove it. As long as you know all three sides, you can either prove it by side, 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 and side, angle, side. But trust me, if it's similar by one, it's going to be similar by the other. So there are some of these questions on your Google form that's going to have two answers. For example, this one might have two answers. Let's just go ahead and check with side, angle, side. All right, so angle F is the angle that we're working with because that's the one we decided was shared. So you're going to just check the sides that create angle F. All right, so we have, let's see, we have 7 and 12 and 14 and 24. So let's see if they are equal. Well, 7 and 14, 0.5, 12 and 24, 0.5. They are equal. So we can say this is similar by side, angle, side. But like I said, if it is also similar by one, it's going to be similar by the other as well. So we would say and side, 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 because we know all three sides. That being said, let's go back to that first example we did for example number 2. This one right here. Okay? This one, well, it said not congruent, so it would be not congruent all the way around. But if it was congruent, it would also be congruent by both of them as well. So anytime you see a triangle on top of another triangle, if it is similar, it's going to be similar by side, angle, side, and side, 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 because you're going to know all three sides. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to remind message me. It's honestly the fastest way to get a hold of me. Usually if you email me or Google Classroom message me, it takes me at least 24 hours at the most to get back to you. So I'm here if you need me though. Happy New Year's, guys. Bye.